Hey guys, Tony here. Good morning. I wanted to do a quick TA on Wish just because I've been getting a couple of requests, so I wanted to drop this pretty quick. It's not gonna be a long video because I already have the TA and it's already built in. So last time that we talked about Wish, I think was on my live. My original forecast is still unfortunately down to $4.50, and I think it might actually get there eventually. But I mean, my original forecast when I talked about it back in like September 3rd, I'm like it either rallies to 764 and then dumps all the way down to 639, which it did. It rallied up, it went up, it went back up to 765 and then dumped all the way back to 642, or it goes up and fills the gap at 934, which it hasn't yet, which is kind of concerning. The fact that you have Wish still trailing to the low side, while it actually closed a bullish week last week, right? And this whole week it's just been trending down. So the only opportunity that people holding Wish actually have to maybe, I want to say, get out of this position, or if you're looking at getting out, right? Just generally, right? I actually think so. We can get rid of this because this already, the forecast already basically hit, so we're fine. We can get rid of the arrows that I have here because that already worked. I think what can happen right now is because we actually closed bullish on Friday, right? And you're perfect. You basically have a perfect, you basically have a signal for a perfect entry, right? This is what I would consider a perfect buy-in. You have the reverse MACD giving you a bullish trigger above the zero on the MACD line, and then you also have the stochastic creating bottoms and then coming back to the upside. You have all this room to run to the upside, right? So what I can see Wish doing really is coming up here back to like roughly 730, but then ultimately I think it's gonna sell off. I don't know if it might actually run from here, break, come back to actually fill price at 934 or something. But keep in mind, like everything seems pretty bearish right now, even when the daily is breaking. Last time that you actually broke bullish and you had a perfect buy-in, you went from roughly what, 624 to the highest. The peak was like 785. So it's roughly going to be the same move. You either go from here and you can move either back to 730-ish, 731, or 764. I think the highest that you could possibly go is probably 765. Keep in mind, last time you actually didn't break that. You didn't break resistance and fill the gap, right? But right now the weekly is bullish, so you might actually have a chance at filling this gap sometime in the next couple of weeks. But again, it just right now it just seems bad for Wish. Wish just seems like it's gonna keep going down, especially because China's getting such a bad rep and such bad publicity right now. I wouldn't be surprised if you just kind of trail sideways for a little bit, or even break to the low side if there's even worse news on China. But I think as of right now, I wouldn't be surprised to see Wish back at like 729 within another week or two, just because you have technically you have a perfect buy-in right now, right? The reverse MACD is creating triggers above the zero, and then you have the stochastic already creating bottoms and headed back to the top, and you have essentially what is the seven, the not a seven, but you have the the RSI and the momentum kind of running back to the upside, right? You have the blue line crossing over the red line, which is good. You want the blue line to be on top. And as of right now, I would say I'm bullish. And I would say I'm bullish maybe to like the 731 level. I don't know how bullish I am on Wish. I don't think I'm that bullish at all, especially with the whole China stuff going on. If anything, I can see it retest here and then keep going all the way down. If it does end up closing this gap, I think common sense would tell me that it closes the gap and immediately it falls back. And I think it either peaks here at 935 or at 1030 and then drops. I don't think Wish is gonna go back up anytime soon. The chart doesn't look good at all, right? The monthly hasn't been trading long enough for me to actually determine like a longer term trend. But as of right now, I could definitely see 730 happening sometime in the next week or two. Keep in mind, last time this happened, you went from in August 20th to peaks of like September 3rd. So I'd say what, like 2 weeks? So within 2-3 weeks, I can definitely see 730, 764 happening again. I think I'm bullish short term, but I think in the longer term, I am going to be bearish on Wish. So I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.